in one of the players that they also trust that he will be able to come in to produce spectacular performance there in Emmanuel Ano and Abdullah Mashoud there. But in terms of the midfield play, having Joseph Ifa sitting just right in front of the back four clearly means that they really want to go in and have to score a lot of goals there.
Yeah, most definitely. It's a 4-3-3 flat for them. You know, that midfield three of Nzole, Suhini, and then also Ifa. Ifa could be the more advanced of the three in midfield, but I think it's Ano who will also be looking up to 7 goals this season, and he will also be hoping to add up to his tally against the team that has conceded the most this season.
Not the happy person in the Premier League, at least he's the coach of 11 Wonders at the moment, knowing that you're just sitting at the bottom. You really not made any impact in terms of the performance of the players and how the management of the club really have gone so far. There were expectations that they're coming back in the Premier League. Things will change, 11 Wonders. Going wine and deep blue outfit there with all white and orange. It's Nations FC. Interesting this development there for 11 Wonders in terms of statistically they have to just score as many as 8 goals and have conceded 21, the highest number of own goals conceded in the Premier League this season, with confidence fragile and time running out. There's a crucial opportunity to see if they can halt and probably reignite some performance there from them, and that might be the story there for 11 Wonders. The players sometimes they walk into the Premier League or they match day action very much late though. I don't understand really, but performance is really here.
Yeah, he is such a calm man, such a calm figure. You know, quite a lot of setbacks to the game, but you know, as calm and as experienced as he is, I believe he'll be putting that behind him. And I could just wonder what the pep talk, you know, is, what they'll be looking at, or he would be saying to them even before the start of this game.
Again, Nations FC really having to work into this game and seeing how best they might want to change the narrative there. So it all starting here at the Stadio Stadium as Nations FC in the whites and orange trying to get the action going. And for 11 Wonders, they play some of the spectacular football in Ghana Premier League, but haven't really been so consistent in terms of the results that they're looking for. Just a player down there trying to pick up a halting play for 11 Wonders, and so they do have one of the top players down with Issa. Clearly halting play at the moment there. Just about less than 30 seconds of the game starting. Nations FC just 28 points from 23 matches. They've scored 19 goals and have conceded 22 so far. One of the major concerns there for Nations FC is the away performance. Not really the best there. In Chisapong, London, and a lot of work being done by the two sides trying to move in quickly here. And Chisapong in the first part, therefore just going wide. A little bit of a notch there. And 11 Wonders right full back. And the captain for the side there, Farouk Ameyao.
Yeah, best possible way to start a game, you know, on the front foot now. It was a good ball, but I think that was a good interception as well by Ameyao. Farouk playing at the right back position for Wonders, and you know, he was tripped, right behind him. That was Chisapong. Brandon trips him.
Trying to make sure that they have something going there. Farouk just releasing the ball straight down to Asamoah. Again, not the best of runs there from Wonders. Trying to pick up Angel Ewula. So playing the spot there. A little midfield battle going in there between Ahmed Issa and Joseph Ifa as well. Now they quickly pick possession there for Nations, driving in here and looking for space and trying to make sure that at least they can get something. Sohini Sulemana dragging the ball back again. Just keeping it neat and simple. The ball into the box now and it's been cleared by Farouk. Pressure now being mounted there on 11 Wonders. Mark Williams Watting just not able to contain the possession and giving it away. And just make sure that first Dustin Nkrumah was able to get things done.
Yeah, the first 2 entries from Nations FC, you know, have actually ended in fouls, attacking fouls. You know.
Well, again, it's not going to be an opportunity, but it has to be collected beautifully by Hadi Ajay. And that shows that the energy there they have in coming into this game. Nations FC really giving anything away in the competition though, but he talked about the performance away from home and hasn't really been the best. Was Zach Simpson intercepting play here. Checks for the ball there, expecting to see the runs there from Emmanuel Arnaud for taking off his feet. And Jade coming in. Nations FC really among 6 teams yet to register an away victory this season, but just 2 draws and suffering from 9 defeats on the road. The concern there for Frimpong Manso is just really brought into the team to stabilize the ship there. To have the Premier League is where they sit, Nations FC, and try to contain the pressure and keeping the ball neat and simple and try to drag it forward here. And lovely they do so. And now looking for the round there of Arnaud, not able to pick him up, but Brandon here. Session play down to teammates Kwame Boakye and Brandon trying to advertise a long cross into the ball, but it goes on with the left foot. Beautiful play there for Brandon and squares the ball here. So it's going to be a North's effort and blocked this time. He might have to hit it low. And Frederick Zole trying to hit it from a long range there. Another ball into the box there. And that is a beautiful, beautiful goal. And certainly you have the first goal being scored just under 5 minutes in the Premier League. And Nations FC, who themselves haven't really been able to score goals away from home, now they've done so by Joseph Ifa. What a clinical header from him.
Yeah, it's been coming. They've been playing on the front foot. They have Wonders playing on the back foot. They've been defending so deep. They were allowing them so much time on the ball, so much space to exploit. But that was some good job done by Mashoud over there. That's well, 1v1, beats his marker, sets up the far, and that was a thumping header. It's all about Mashoud at this point. That's so well. And you would say that's some lazy, sluggish defending over there by Nations 11 Wonders. No one marking him. Just look at that. You have defenders in the box, but no one picking him out, and he does so well. Just to direct that ball with his head, just past the goalkeeper. That is a lovely finish.
Well, got together the first goal there for Nations FC. Joseph Ifa sitting right in front of the back 4, and now he glancingly finds his way to get the goal there. Just 4 minutes, and the first goal already has been scored here in straight draw for Nations FC, the away side. That clearly will be a huge win there for them. One of the drawing in match day 23 at home. A victory here certainly will signal a bit of a relief there for Frimpong Manso.
Well, certainly for them, just 2 points picked up in away games, 11 away games. It's not really been good for them. You're looking at how good they were last season on the road. This season, it's been a stark contrast of whatever we saw from them last season. You'd think that's just the best possible way to start any away game at all.
And a pull through here, but again, unable to deal with it. The centre backs coming in to clear the lines, like of Hamza Musa and Akin Miller. They've just been there. Farouk in his role there as the full-back, and how about Esmone Champong as the full-back here in this afternoon's game. An interesting window for Nations FC. 9 defeats away from home. Certainly not the best of the records there they want to have. And also ranked as the 3rd weakest away side in the league.
Yeah, it's been a problem. That's been their biggest predicament this season. Not managing to get wins away from home. Even scoring has been a problem for them, this season in away games. And you're looking at this game, and it's sort of, motivation and enthusiasm, the energy they're playing with already inside 7 minutes, and it tells you that there's a time they want to break that jinx of the season. They know the league is far beyond reach, but then they know they need to pick up valuable points if they want to place respectably on the table.
Trying to see exactly what the 2 teams will be coming into the game with, but it's Nations FC who definitely have shown their prowess by getting the first goal and going forward. 11 Wonders maybe want to change the narrative there. Esmone Champong again losing possession, had to be picked up by Mohamed Issa, and now possession here to Angel Arila. Some of the players are looking to change a lot of things. Ahmed Issa here. And again, expecting the full-back to just race down there. But again, he's just flatly not able to move, and the coach just not happy about the performance. And expecting a lot from the 2 teams, maybe.
Yeah, especially in a home game, and they are losing too many second balls now already. They are not able to string the passes together, and that's where the frustration is emanating from for Emmanuel Edu, who's watching from the dugout. He believes they can do better at this point, just giving away too many passes.
Ahmed is up. One of the beautiful things about the 11 Wonders side is that they know how to weave pretty patterns and keep possession. But again, they attempt to score some goals there. Sometimes do not work perfectly. They're being able to contain and possess the ball neat and simple. But again, to the final third is much of the problem there. First us, yeah. Found space, bringing the ball deep into the half there. Again, they have to lose possession. Somewhat giving away to Razak Simpson. And now it's Brandon. And there comes Nations FC. He's trying to make sure that they have something going beautifully there for them. And also having the goalkeeper Rabin Usman Sanon also being part of the game here. But it's still the same narrative there for Nations FC. They may want to hold on to the win there, but too early to say so. Still managing to keep the performance and managing to go with the flow of the game. Not trying to register a goal here in the match there, but it's going to be a corner kick advantage there to Nations FC.
Yeah, good sprint by Arno. Had to sprint about 30-35 yards. Oh, just 1v1 with a Champon with a Ridley time tackle there to win Nations that corner.
6 matches there, yet to pick up a win there. 11 Wonders, and this is going to be their 13th goal they've conceded. And 6 games played. I'm telling you, the last 5 matches they conceded 12, and now they have conceded yet another goal here, so making it 13. And the Premier League is one of the weakest side in the scheme of things and how they want to change a lot of things there, but I expect to see some of the runs there coming through from Nations FC. Local Gripman has also been part of the running here from Nations.
It's interesting to see the centre-back period, you know, that centre-back move all the way forward into that attacking space. And it speaks about the spaces 11 Wonders are leaving behind. Talk about the fact that you have a centre-back in an attacking area, you know, nearly getting to the end of that ball.
Lovely pass now to Desmond Champong here, trying to advertise across into the box now. And again, it's 11 Wonders not giving up. They still want to come in and provide some relief and reignite some bit of a passion in terms of how they may want to respond to the goal conceded there by coming in with this header. A lovely jump there from Festus Nkrumah.
That was a looping header from Festus Nkrumah, drifting a bit, you know, infield. He was drifting a bit central from that left-hand side. He's playing as a left winger today, you know, with that pace and trickery. You'd always count on him to go past his markers with ease, but at that point there's a space that was created at the left-hand side, allowing him to drift, you know, and get his head to that header.
Mohamed Issa here for Wonders. Good play in Nkrumah, dropping it down to Desmond Champong. Another cross into the box. The goalkeeper is already pitting, but a little bit of touch there from Sanon and Farouk. And again hits the lower part of the centre back, and referee just allowed play to continue. Brandon here into Sapong. Clears. And I'm not in trouble there, but Wonders back in keeping possession. They're pretty much good at it, aren't they?
They're enjoying their best spell of possession now. The last 2 minutes, it's been all Wonders.
The Champo once again, release, and Griffman just able to get the ball away from him. Wonders can actually come back in the game if they do so.
That was an earlier chance again. It was a lovely whip into the box about the goalkeeper at full stretch. Robin Sanon does well. Just tip that one away from danger. Snowball committing men forward. They're stringing the passes so well now, 11 Wonders. They just have to go that extra mile. Committing one or two more players up front.
Ula in jail. Now finding space down to Mohamed Isa. Again, just not able to find his target man. The Nations were clear. Zoli really also sitting right in front of the back four there for Nations FC. Trying to also find something here in the game. And Emmanuel Lano has been caught offside as well.
He's a lone striker for them today, Emmanuel Lano. Quite a lethal striker there. Very, very clinical as well.
On the left hand side, you've really seen a lot of work there from Desmond. Again, not one of the best passes there you expect there come from Kofi Asamoah.
And the frustration on his face tells it. Not what he was expecting, not the sort of outcome he expected after whipping that ball in. But it's been promising from them. It's been promising from Wonders in the last 5 minutes or so. The way they string the passes together, picking up, a free man each and every time the other player on the ball.
A quarter of an hour already played in the game here, and still is Nations FC leading 11 Wonders by a goal to nil. Scored beautifully there by Joseph Efa in the 4th minute. The Wonders have actually accumulated 7 points at home after 12 matches played, scoring 8, conceding 21 at home. Total of 40 goals conceded in the Premier League. 11 Wonders now mixing with Joseph Efa's goal, makes it 41 goals conceded.
Hey, you don't survive the Premier League with those numbers. It looks awful numbers for any team that just gained promotion back into the top flight. You just need to keep your defense tight. You need to frustrate teams, and it's one thing they failed all season.
Kwame Boakye here for Nations. He's able to keep the ball beautifully neat and looking to have Brandon going in there, but not able to do so. Brandon. Here comes Angelo Wula. Press the play down to the left-hand side, always looking to find around there of Desmond. But this time being picked up beautifully. Kofi Asamoah releasing Mohamed Isa. Getting ball picked away from him. Now they have the way of knitting the ball just in front of the opposition half. But again, the final pass, the killer pass, is what is denying 11 Wonders an opportunity to score a goal here.
Yeah, this time Asamoah does well, drops deeper. That's so well to link up play, but it was Isa with that poor first touch that let him down. There was no way he should have given that ball away. There was space in front of him to attack, but that poor touch just gave that ball away cheaply.
There comes Nkrumah. Beautiful round there has been pulled down. The referee says it's a legal tackle. So it's going to be Sulemana here, Sohini, for Nations, trying to dictate and control the game there for the visitors. Ball sent into the far side once again. Nation now trying to control the game. Nations FC themselves 12th on the Premier League table, 28 points. Again, you have Arnaud here in the box, looking to find space, and if once again in there waiting for a pass. And here comes Sulemana Sohini. Kwame Boakye. Andrew Sapong has been tripped from behind once again. The referee just allows play to continue. And it calls down a legal tackle there, according to referee Lord Nete. I was looking to release left full back, Kwame Boakye.
That was a good call, clear foul there. A bit of the nudge on the back of Boakye. Just look at that from Angelo Wula. He's had so much freedom now. Kwame Boakye from the left-hand side of the Nations defense. Not really seen him in action, but we've not also seen any threat at all from Tete down the right-hand side of the Wonders attack, allowing the nation's left back to have some freedom as well.
Well, Sanon really coming in. Simpson. Again, he has to use experience to get the ball away from his attacking player. Wula was coming in to put some of the pressing for the ball. And Kwamboachi here for Nations. In the last 5 matches, Nations have scored 5 goals. Now they've scored here, so making it 6. In their 6th game in the Premier League, there's a foul there. They've been trying to really work hard in the league there, Nations FC. But they started pretty well, to recall some of the matches played. And the upset, they really caught some of the top teams in the Premier League, Nations FC. Here comes Zach Simpson. Now possession down to Nzole, spreading play down the right-hand side. And always looking for the run of Mark Williams Boateng.
He's quite a fighter. Hard-working Mark Williams, right-hand side of the attack, and he's offering some sort of support for Mashoud, who's playing as a winger today. We've not really seen much of him though, but he's been decent defensively.
Well, Angie Sapong here on the set piece there for Nations FC. To the near post, being attacked. And Festus and Nkrumah was doing his defensive duties. He's expecting the likes of Zach Simpson just moving away from his defensive line to attacking area. Zach. And now Nations. Well, I've seen plenty of the ball just right in front of Levin Wonders, and still trying to push more. Ano switching play down to the left-hand side, trying to go around his man. He does so beautifully. Emmanuel Ano! And his effort goes wide.
Yeah, that was a good hit by the marksman, Emmanuel Ano, drifting to the left-hand side, but then beats his marker with ease. And from a distance, he sizes the post. He just believes there was enough space for him. No one closing him down at this point. Does well, and that's what you expect your attackers to do in games like this, to build your confidence going forward. We've seen him those 1v1 situations already, but this time he decides to go for the hit, which he does, and misses the post by some inches. Yeah, that was the foul over there, persistent fouling. And it was Mashoud who kept on tailing him at this point. Yeah, the extended arm there on Asamoah.
Again, doing so, very lucky. He's been able to find himself on the very good place. Hamza Musa. The coach really would say, don't do that again. Next time, you might not be lucky. You were this time. The only player at the back there to save the situation, Mohamed Issa here for 11 Wonders. Pretty much busy this afternoon. And just giving the ball away, but they wanted to pick up beautifully. And now want to try from afar, Desmond Tete. Oh, what a save there from Rabin Osman Sanon. But what a hit there from Desmond Tete.
A spectacular hit from a distance. Desmond Tete just does well to skip past his marker. And again, you have to close him down, but you could see Zach Simpson trying to narrow the angle there. But Tete wouldn't want to push that one forward anymore. He does well at this point. Just look at that. And no one making a run, and he just had to hit that one. Had limited options, and Ranon Osman with a fine save there.
Good hit there from Desmond Tete. Good save from Sanon. Ball to near post. And Wonders. Mawan fancy another hit there. Blocked. Well, came off the body of Suleiman Soini. Sanon with a bit of a punch. And again, Spain scrambled away. And it's going to be 2v1 situation there. Arnaud Scott Mohamed Issa to beat. Spread play and wait for some bit of a pass there for Angela Mashoud, who sends a cross into the box, and he has been attacked by Hakim Miller. The Nations really coming in. Hakim Miller really getting the ball down again. Another hit there for long range. Both teams beginning to size each other up. Halfway through the first half already, as Nations FC, who certainly are looking to get the 3 points maybe. They lead by a goal to nil.
You want them to play fearlessly. That's what they're doing now. Emmanuel Edu not quite content with his team performance so far. They've done everything right, with the exception of conceding a goal and not scoring one in this game. And the instructions will continue. He looks furious because they're allowing them, too much space, and they are not winning the 50-50 balls, which is a problem for them. But up front, we just saw that spectacular hit by Tete. Then forcing that good save of Sanon Osman. It's not really been bad from them. They won this. Looking at where they lie on the league log, the points accumulated so far this season, just 9 from 23. That was that earlier goal. The Mashoud does so well, when there's a cutback this time. Perfectly weighted ball. Again, sluggish there. Just have to go in hard. It's either you're winning that ball, allowing the attacker to go past you. That was a bit sluggish, so sloppy. Then just look at that, 3 shots in the box, but it was a far, wanted it more. Showed so much determination there to attack that ball with everything. And they'll be saying to themselves that this was an avoidable goal, but it's always about the character and the reaction to going down first. That we've seen these Wonders do that emphatically, despite the fact that they've not really scored. But you talk about the attitude they've put up since conceding, and it's really been top level. But when you have a coach who is so expectant like Emmanuel Edu, he's just not relenting. He's asking them not to relent, just keep hitting them with the balls, and you could even get the equalizer at this point. But for Nations, it's also the point where you break that duck. It's a point where you want to break that jinx of not winning any game away from home.
Would you have a cooling break?
Yeah.
It's just one of the stories there you want to talk about, the 2 teams in the Premier League, with Nations FC story not being the best. They still are pushing and trying to ask almost other questions, but it's about management. It's been how the administrative works really affected the players on the pitch, reason they are seeing themselves moving out of the Premier League and they were to find a way out there. But Nations FC themselves 12th on the Premier League table, not the best position there for them as well, but a win today might really catapult them a little bit up on the Premier League log. Depends on how it goes there.
Yeah, they'll need that. Last season, they were the best away side, as far as point accumulation is concerned. They won 27 points away from home. This season already, they've only won 2. And if they should go ahead and win this game, that would make it 5 for them. It's nothing compared to, their performances last season. But you'd say it's a step in the right direction, especially
Ghana for Madam Hisense new. Yeka Hisense ya mwamu nimse eye home appliances efe eye papa entry power ne buona so dafo. Hisense ubeto abrochie sa quality na ubeto ni Ghana. Enunti na yenya hoto so ya mau 5 years manufacture defect warranty. Air condition, television, say refrigerator, washing machine, sound system, gas cooker, electric cooker, smartphone.
It's time to explore Ghana again. From 19th to 22nd March, join the Ghana Month Expedition. 3 regions, 4 days. Eastern, Ashanti, Central. We kick it off in Eastern region. Chocolate experiences, fresh farm fruits, Safari Valley lunch with zebras and exotic animals, Bonsu Eco Park for canopy walks and ziplining, and then party at the Rock City Hotel. Ashanti takes over. Bonre Kente Museum, Kumasi Museum, Komfornochi Source Site, Lake Bosumtri for hiking adventures and sleepover at Rich Condos. Central brings the history at Singmanso, Cape Coast Castle, plus lunch by the coast. Then a Crown Resort vacation, quad biking, horse riding, water adventures. All this for 6,500 Ghana Cedi single, 5,500 Ghana Cedi shared rooms, and 10,500 Ghana Cedis couple. You're interested, right? Call now 0531 100927 or 0247 120 633. Ghana Month Expedition, 19th to 22nd March. Don't just watch Ghana, experience it. It's that time of the year when Media General transforms into Ghana's cultural hub, and this year we're taking it to another level. Our Ghana village is bigger and better. So much to experience, eat, drink, buy, do and learn every single day. And there's more. The Ghana Month Expedition offers 3 nights and 4 days of pure, unforgettable fun touring. The best part of the Eastern, Ashanti and Central regions from the 19th to the 22nd of March. And on the 28th March, all roads lead to the Legon City Mall for your favorite food event, the 3FM Gobe Festival. But that's not all. All throughout March, our screens and dials celebrate everything that makes us proud. Our shows, music, movies, festivals, history, traditions, and more. Welcome to a truly incomparable and totally immersive Ghana Month 2026. Ghana Month launches on all Media General platforms on Monday, 2nd March 2026 at 10 a.m. It's time to explore Ghana again. From 19th to 22nd March, join the Ghana Month Expedition. 3 regions, 4 days. Eastern, Ashanti, Central. We kick it off in Eastern region. Chocolate experiences, fresh farm fruits, Safari Valley lunch with zebras and exotic animals, Bonsu Eco Park for canopy walks and ziplining, and then party at the Rock City Hotel. Ashanti takes over. Bonre Kente Museum, Kumasi Museum, Komfornochi Source Site, Lake Bosumtri for hiking adventures and sleepover at Rich Condos. Central brings the history at Singmanso, Cape Coast Castle, plus lunch by the coast. Then a Crown Resort vacation, quad biking, horse riding, water adventures. All this for 6,500 Ghana Cedi single, 5,500 Ghana Cedi shared rooms, and 10,500 Ghana Cedis couple. You're interested, right? Call now 0531 100927 or 0247 120 633. Ghana Month Expedition, 19th to 22nd March. Don't just watch Ghana, experience it. It's time to explore Ghana again. From 19th to 22nd.
And here comes Zach Simpson, advertising the long ball into the left-hand side again, trying to pick up Kwame Boakye. Unable to do so. Salon really, apart from the long-way shot he saved there from Tete, pretty much been on holidays, hasn't he?
Yeah, probably he has. The supply is having cut, and he's not really getting much of the balls now. We saw that earlier strike from him, and that one, saw him drift a bit, central to hit that one. We've not seen him much in action since, especially being policed by Kwame Boakye at the left-hand side of the nation's attack. Maybe he would want to swap positions or even drift a bit central, to enjoy some of the possession.
Another set piece opportunity there for the visitor. And again, it's in plenty of the ball. Possession there for Nations FC and 40 for 11 Wonders. Surprised there, but ball sent into the far post once again. Hardy trying to come back. Indecision from Hardy. Was initially looking to come back and see if he can collect the ball there, but changed his mind and stayed put in his goal post. Farouk. And just gives the ball away to Simpson. Zoli. Suleimana has been pushed down.
I think that was a push, a clear push there. No, Wonders are not pushing hard. They are pressing for the ball now, allowing Nations FC to take the game to them now. It's kind of far too easy. Suedu playing in central midfield, but helping with the attacking duties, as and when he finds himself in those attacking areas as well.
Here they come again, Nations FC with another try from long range. Has been picked up by Hardy. The efforts really coming in thick and fast there from Nations FC.
And a bad hit, Brandon Ainchi. Now switching to the right hand side now. He had to cut onto his left foot. Just struck that one. A bit of ricochet there, taking off the par. Before Jay could handle that. Again, another good intent from them, and it's even getting more difficult now.
I'm still seeing glimpses of 11 Wonders coming into the game.
And the look on the face of Emmanuel Edu tells you he's not really happy, with a couple of decisions. To some extent, the interpretation of that tactical display from his side.
But again, Sanon coming out there, and Tete, and another best of placement there from the man who's been trying to find a goal here for 11 Wonders.
He's been quiet, but you need to be hitting the back of the net. Yeah, the angle was a bit against him, but Sanon does well here, according to Welch. Just didn't really know his positioning. At some point, you could see I'd wanted to go, grab that one with his hands, but it was a good move there somewhat through the middle. And Sanon doing so well to head that one, not cleared fully. No tight angle there, and Tete trying to hit that one from an acute angle.
Here comes Sanon. Also trying his luck from a long range. But both teams just fluffing opportunities, very much goal scoring opportunities for them.
Yeah, it tells you that goals in this game. It tells you that we could witness, an avalanche of goals. It could be a goal galore here, but it's all about the ability to finish these chances. Some glaring, some half chances. Earlier on we saw Benjamin Tete fluff one, and Emmanuel Lano just shooting way over, the post. 11 Wonders, I think they've done well keeping their shape, the shape since conceding a goal that you'd be thinking is avoidable, but you still have that holding midfield of Ahmed Issa and Mohamed Issa doing so well now, together with the Wula Angel, who's also been missing for some time, but it's not been really good for them attacking wise, but I think they've really kept their shape, even though they've allowed spaces, they've allowed Nations FC some chances as well. For a team with just 9 points after 23 games, you sometimes give them credit for how they carry themselves and know how they set up in games like this. Nations FC, they just have to, just go for the simple options now. I think, no, they have the quality now. If you come up against a side like 11 Wonders, that you should have enough quality and confidence to string the passes. You have to. They've kept a chunk of the possession, but now they have to make some good decisions in the third half as well.
But again, they're just trying to find a space here. But the problem here, really, for 11 Wonders is the final pass there to the attacking players to get the goals there. Tete's really seen some plenty and very good positions there to score a goal there. He's got long range shot saved. He's got just a little point just at the edge of the box there to see if he can, dink over the goalkeeper and just went wide.
Yeah, despite being limited to just 40% of the possession, they've created some decent chances.
And now on the charge here, 11 Wonders now looking for the ball there in the box, waiting patiently. It's going to be an opportunity here, but it's been taken away from there. The second goal might be coming here. And still struggling to get something. Kwambuachi with a little back flick there. Another shot coming in. It's been blocked by Mohamed Issa. Possession here from Kwambuachi, and again, they have a set-piece advantage.
And just what we're talking about, decision-making up front. It was a lovely cutback. Again, Suhini not being able to just latch onto that. Just lost his foot in there, but again, a good ball in by Kwame Boache from the left-hand side. And it tells you how, he's had so much freedom to operate on the left-hand side, joining the attack. And, he's really stepped up his game this afternoon, the left back.
Five minutes to go here in the first half. 11 Wonders have not scored 4 goals against Nations and considered 5 in the last 2 outings or in all competitions. Another set-piece advantage, but sent to the far post once again. It's been going to be attacked there by Samsung, and Ano with that bullet strike goes wide again. And he's desperate to get a goal there, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Scored a hat-trick in the reverse fixture in that 3-2 win at the Dr. Kwame Chase Sports Complex, and he's eager to get his name on the score sheet. Oh, that was a push over there, but nothing given there. It wasn't Mashoud, but that non-drop volley there by Manuel Ano. Lacking a bit of accuracy. He knows if there's one player that knows how to score against that side, it's certainly Manuel Ano.
Again, it's a confirmation of the scoreline here. 11 Wonders 0, Nations 1. Simpson, and again, doing his defensive duties beautifully there. Tete. Mohamed Issa. Hakim Miller. Ismail Champong. There's a good turn there by Nkrumah. Here comes Zarila. to Akem Miller. Finds space in Hamza Musa as well. And Nations still shooting the balls and trying to find a instinctive pass that may want to change everything there against Nations FC. Here comes an opportunity to hit the ball really amongst almost everybody and turn away beautifully at Tete. The offside flag already up here. That was a very, very poor decision there from Tete.
They should be doing better. Benjamin Tete at that point had spaces. He had enough space, but just decided to play that one back onto the part of a Samoa who was in an offside position there. They should have just gone for the other option, perhaps maybe moving the ball a bit more forward. And it's been a problem as well for Wanderers. You know what to do at what time. Saw him Tete hit that long strike, but at that point you'd be thinking that a player of his caliber should be executing that with some sort of ease.
Musa. Trying to get things done right. And the 11 Wanderers again wandering their way into again an equalizing goal, and as Angelo Wheeler also working hard here. Just about approaching the end of the first half. And here comes Tete. Turns beautifully. Spreading play down to the left-hand side once again. Musa just goes in, bit into it. And that's going to be a huge counter-attack here. That was a good play. Beautiful done. And cross comes in. There's a lovely opportunity now for the second. It is Arnaud. And again, blasted wire ball was actually beautifully notched down by Giuseppe Fafano. And just not the best of connection there for Arnaud, but a lovely piece of work there from Abdullah Mashoud. And have volley advantage there for Nations FC, and that opportunity has been fluffed there. And again, they're still probing and looking to ask a lot of questions there and see if they can score more. That comes Arnaud. It is Brandon. Entry Sapong. Trying to cut it back beautifully and wants to go on the left. But it's got to spread play. Arnaud is a target man here. And another strike comes out and goes wide. A confirmation of 2 minutes of added time. Again, a bit of a concern there for Nations FC as they have a player probably need to be attended to. Here comes Brandon and Chisapong. And this is where I felt that he might have been fouled. But again, there was no touch or no contact on him at all. Might probably be a little bit of a hamstring situation. Angelo Wheeler. Here comes Musa. Another cross into the box. And again, it's going to be Wanderers struggling to at least maintain momentum in the game. Another ball into the box there, and it's going to be attacked. And 11 Wanderers again losing the opportunity. They will just dropping the ball down to a position. And not. It's going to be a 3v3 situation. Waiting for the ball. There's Entry Sapong. And are not just slowing the game down. And Nations having Zoli and spending play down the right hand side and expecting to have Arnaud coming in here. It's got Brandon and Efa in the box waiting. Mashoud leads the ball down, and it's going to be an opportunity now for Nations wriggling away into the box. Now it's going to be a corner kick. So just approaching the end of the first 45 minutes of the game here. Watch week 24th, the Premier League. Wonders and Nations FC ball sent in again. Nobody there to attack the ball there, and the referee really asking the players to understand that it's the end of the first half. But so far, as this visitors who really have registered the first goal through the beautiful header there by Joseph Ifa. And that's the only thing separating the two sides. 11 Wonders have kept some possession there, but Nations FC with this man, Joseph Ifa, giving them the first goal, then be looking back and perhaps going down his tunnel in the dressing room to ask a lot of questions and maybe have some of the answers to the lapses they probably may have created, allowing 11 Wonders to get some chances and to advertise opportunities for goals there. In Spain, the Ghana Premier League here at the Stadio Stadium. Wonders nil, Nations FC 1 at half time.
Time in our Friday kickoff game here at the Stadio Stadium. It's away side, Nations FC. They are leading the home side 11 Wonders by a lone goal. Goal scored by Ifa in the 4th minute to give Nations FC that lead heading into recess. They're only 45 minutes away from claiming their very first away win of the season. I've been joined here at pitch side by the assistant coach Abuaje Da Costa, the assistant of Nations FC. Coach, how did some of the first 45?
It's very difficult for us, but we had a breakdown when we were coming and no warm-up. Imagine, it's very, very difficult. So we thank God we have had the first goal.
But tactically, what would you say about the team and the setup this afternoon? How have they been able to interpret that tactical, setup, and how have they displayed it on the pitch for you?
Because of lack of warm-up, our tactical play is not incepted. It's very bad. Yeah, we were here to press and then take the ball to them. And right now they are taking the ball to us, which we don't like it. So we're going into the second half and we're going to. Now they are a bit warm up, so we advise them to push a little bit harder. Yeah.
Thank you very much. That's Abuaje Da Costa, the assistant head coach of Nations FC. They are headed into the halftime break with a 1-0 lead. They're scoring and as early as the 4th minute. It's still the Friday kickoff. We're live on TV3 as well as on Unia TV. We head for a commercial break. When we are back, it would be the halftime analysis.
It's time to explore Ghana again. From 19th to 22nd March, join the Ghana Month Expedition. 3 regions, 4 days. Eastern, Ashanti, Central. We kick it off in It's time to explore Ghana again. From 19th to 22nd March, join the Ghana Month Expedition. 3 regions, 4 days. Eastern, Ashanti, Central. We kick it off in Eastern region. Chocolate experiences, fresh farm fruits, Safari Valley lunch with zebras and exotic animals, Bonsu Eco Park for canopy walks and ziplining, and then party at the Rock City Hotel. Ashanti takes over. Bonre Kente Museum, Kumasi Museum, Komfonochi Source Site, Lake Bosumtri for hiking adventures and sleepover at Rage Condos. Central brings the history. Asing Manso, Cape Coast Castle, plus lunch by the coast. Then a Crown Resort vacation, quad biking, horse riding, water adventures. All this for 6,500 Ghana Cedi single, 5,500 Ghana Cedi shared rooms, and 10,500 Ghana Cedis couple. You're interested, right? Call now 0531 100927 or 0247 120 633. Ghana Month Expedition, 19th to 22nd March. Don't just watch Ghana, experience it. It's that time of the year when Media General transforms into Ghana's cultural hub, and this year we're taking it to another level. Our Ghana village is bigger and better. So much to experience, eat, drink, buy, do and learn every single day. And there's more. The Ghana Month Expedition offers 3 nights and 4 days of pure, unforgettable fun touring. The best part of the Eastern, Ashanti and Central regions from the 19th to the 22nd of March. And on the 28th March, all roads lead to the Legon City Mall for your favorite food event, the 3FM Gobe Festival. But that's not all. All throughout March, our screens and dials celebrate everything that makes us proud. Our shows, music, movies, festivals, history, traditions, and more. Welcome to a truly incomparable and totally immersive Ghana Month 2026. Ghana Month launches on all Media General platforms on Monday, 2nd March 2026 at 10 a.m. It's time to explore Ghana again. From 19th to 22nd March, join the Ghana Month Expedition. 3 regions, 4 days. Eastern, Ashanti, Central. We kick it off in Eastern region. Chocolate experiences, fresh farm fruits, Safari Valley lunch with zebras and exotic animals, Bonsu Eco Park for canopy walks and ziplining, and then party at the Rock City Hotel. Ashanti takes over. Bonre Kente Museum, Kumasi Museum, Komfonochi Source Site, Lake Bosumtri for hiking adventures and sleepover at Rage Condos. Central brings the history. Asing Manso, Cape Coast Castle, plus lunch by the coast. Then a Crown Resort vacation, quad biking, horse riding, water adventures. All this for 6,500 Ghana Cedi single, 5,500 Ghana Cedi shared rooms, and 10,500 Ghana Cedis couple. You're interested, right? Call now 0531 100927 or 0247 120 633. Ghana Month Expedition, 19th to 22nd March. Don't just watch Ghana, experience it. It's that time of the year when Media General transforms into Ghana's cultural hub, and this year we're taking it to another level. Our Ghana village is bigger and better. So much to experience, eat, drink, buy, do and learn every single day. And there's more. The Ghana Month Expedition offers 3 nights and 4 days of pure, unforgettable fun touring. The best part of the Eastern, Ashanti and Central regions from the 19th to the 22nd of March. And on the 28th March, all roads roads lead to the Legon City Mall for your favorite food event, the 3FM Gobe Festival. But that's not all. All throughout March, our screens and dials celebrate everything that makes us proud. Our shows, music, movies, festivals, history, traditions, and more. Welcome to a truly incomparable and totally immersive Ghana Month 2026. Ghana Month launches on all media general platforms on Monday, 2nd March 2026 at 10 a.m.
And after conceding, they want to play, but they did as many as 10-40 passes that were all not going. And like seriously, my expectation from Nations 2 has not been what I'm looking up to.
But you talk about conceding in the 4th minute. Does that unsettle their waiting? Because we saw how they tried to go in, take the game to Nations FC and search for the equalizer. But how does that affect a team, consider as early as the 4th minute?
It's a game that you have in mind that you have to win. A must-win game. Then you concede in the 4th minute. A team that weren't even able to come and warm up. They couldn't warm up. But when you are playing them, then you sat for them to score as early as 4th minute. Then definitely you will be found wanting. That's why I said when they said, "Jack, where are you?" they were found wanting.
But let's talk about the goal that was scored. It was a decent goal, and you think that was an avoidable goal. Looking at it from the 11 Wonders perspective, do you think that was avoidable?
They were caught ball watching because the ball came through the middle and the ball came through the middle and they drop it, to the flanks. The striker and the other player they were all doing the running, so the ball just came and he nodded it home.
Sluggish defender. You're thinking 1v1 situation at the far end. That defender should be doing better.
That's it. Because when the ball went to the flanks, the one who went in for the tackle, he should have, destroyed the ball from even doing the crossing, but he couldn't. And when he took the ball away from him, he was caught ball watching. Look at it. You just look at it.
Yeah.
Look, he didn't make any attempt. He's playing as if there was nothing at stake. Like the Olympics say,
but you talk about attitude. You talk about attitude and character. Yeah, 9 points from 23 games. Yeah, you're relegation bound, and you feel you're going. Is that what is actually setting in with Wonders? They feel like, see, there's nothing to lose at this point. What's the motivation?
There's something to lose because you have your career. At the end of the day, you are a footballer and you'll be tagged, because I remember there has been time in Ghana here they were saying, player like team at a relegation. So you don't have to be a player like that. So what you need to do is you have to put yourself, because this tackle that this guy went into it, he could have gone in better and take the ball away from the young man, but he didn't. When they took him out, he was just standing, he was caught ball watching, and which wasn't the best.
Now let's talk about the chances from Wonders. Right after Conte, we saw them, with a couple of chances over there. That's one from Farouk being blocked. Have you been pleased with the character after going there, especially for a team that's languishing at the bottom of the league?
Yes, they wanted to do something. That's what I was saying, that when they started the game, they were caught ball watching, but at the end of the day, they started doing something, because you could see that the player in the 50 shirt, he had a chance.
Yeah,
it was a very good drive, and the goalkeeper was able to see. If he had gone forward one before he took that shot, that could have been, a different story to tell.
11 Nations FC, they've not won any game away from home. Last season, they were the best away performers in the league. This season, only 2 draws, 2 points in away games. Now they are 45 minutes from winning their very first away game this season. What should Frimpong Manso be doing at this point with 45 minutes to go?
Frimpong knows the game, and once he has been able to score, it's been a long time that they won an away game. So once he has scored, definitely he will make sure he put the blocks in. He won't allow you to come and score. So he will make sure he defend very well and see to it that maybe if he can have another goal, because Arnaud has been getting some chances that he could have even buried the ball, but he's also just blasting the ball.
Let's see what the numbers say in terms of statistics in this game at Nations FC. Yes, the most important statistic being the goal. They have won 11 Wonders have none, but you can see the shots, 7 for Nations FC, just 1 for the home side. 11 Wonders shot on target, you have 1 for Wonders, there's 3 for Nations FC. And you look at the possession, 60 to 40 in favor of Nations. The fouls, Nations 12, you have Wonders 9, no yellow cards, no red cards so far. And these are the numbers, the statistics. You just look at it and you feel like, yeah, this is total dominance by Nations.
It's total dominance because Nations are playing all the football. It's just that 11 Wonders will get the ball and they will try to go forward. But that's what I'm saying. They have squandered so many chances up front, so many chances. Because they go out there, they get the ball and they throw the ball away. Because that's why they had only 1 shot on target. They don't have any. And in the middle too, they get the ball, they lose it. They get the ball, they lose it. Because the balls that are supposed to go to the middle so that it will go to the laterals, for the laterals to do a cross. Nations has done about 3 or 5 crosses. But 11 Wonders has done only 2 crosses.
Yeah, but what are you looking at doing now, Frimpong Manson? You've been caught here where you have a 1-goal lead to defend. Are you defending, or you're looking at, see, this is the worst side. They've conceded 41 goals in the league. Let's try and attack them and get more goals.
No, he will attack and at the same time defend as well. Because when you are going to somebody's house to steal, you don't open your door ajar for the other person also to come in. So definitely he will make sure he defend well and make sure maybe he catch them on the break like he did and score another goal.
But in the opposite dugout, we've seen Emmanuel Edu, a bit of tantrums, displeasure, disappointment. What is going on in his head at this point if you're a coach where, it's so frustrating, you feel they are not executing the plan to perfection?
Normally that is what happens because, like I told you in Ghana, some of the players are playing as if there was nothing at stake. You see, so that has been the norm. That's why the coach is so frustrated that he don't know, because at times he shouts instruction to a player, he doesn't care. Because this goal that they considered, it's avoidable. My brother, it's avoidable.
What should we expect in the second half? Tactically, will there be any switches? 4-3-3 from both sides. We've seen how dominant Nations FC have been, despite not really warming up, into the game. The assistant head coach says they used the first half as a warm-up session, and fortunately for them, they are in the lead now. What did they need to do as far as tactics is concerned?
Definitely, what I'm thinking is we pray they wouldn't worn out. Because, it might happen that the first half, the energy that they used in playing because of the problems that they had on the way, if it didn't eat up on them, then the second half they can play well. But if they are not lucky to, then it can change.
Thank you very much, Andy Nana. Said it's still the match day 24 Friday kickoff here at the Suede Road Stadium. Heading into halftime, it was Nations FC, their away team, leading the home team 11 Wonders by a lone goal. We join the feed for second half action.
Well, again, both teams have come onto the pitch ready for the second half of the game. 11 Wonders down by goal to nil against Nations FC. Really, they have to come back very strong in the game. One of the major setbacks there for the home side is their record so far in the Premier League and what they have failed to do so far. Expectation that they'll be able to come out and do something. Nations FC really calm, composed, and they work like a team that believes something big is brewing this season. And again, he's still looking for 11 Wonders. I tell you what, the cloud cover drifts slightly, merciful, gentle, the tempo lifts. Again, looking to see exactly how things will be, sharp, precise, and 11 Wonders getting us underway here in the second half. Both teams remain unchanged. And Nations FC would quickly put possession here with Sulemana charging here to win the ball there for Nations FC. Here comes Nzoli, Frederick, and Brandon Entry Sapong. Ball intercepted and Teta picks it up for 11 Wonders. And again, lovely interception beautifully by Raymond Oko-Gripman. And back with possession there. And that's how they started the first half there, Nations FC, and managed to get the first goal as early on as in the 4th minute. So they want to really pull their legs on the accelerator and continue to put the pressure and press pretty much deeper and see if they can get the second goal pretty early in the second half as well. It's always been exciting to see what they're able to come back in the game. They're very poor pass there from Tete. Expecting a lot from Desmond Tete, but not in the second half. Yeah, Hardy is the only goalkeeper who's picked up a ball in the back of the net. Kwame and now Emmanuel Arnault still keeping possession, turns beautifully there. A little space for him to go and see he can get straight down to Ifa, who sends the ball back again. Trying to keep possession neat and simple. Shoot, and that's certainly going to be a handball scenario there against 11 Wonders. And Frimpong Manso looking on, trying to encourage his players to come back very strongly here. And that's Mohamed Issa is charged to have intercepted the ball with his hand there, and so it's going to be a free kick advantage there to Nations FC.
Yeah, it is. It is. And they've started the second half stronger. Nations FC, they know that there's a game that really get as many goals as the goals, especially playing away from home. It's a game where the 3 points is there for the taking. And you're thinking that Frimpong Manso should be proud of what they're doing so far in the opening minutes of the second half.
Poor kick there from Kwambuachi. Play now. Nations Ifa turns beautifully, and this time goalkeeper Hardy picks it up beautiful once again.
A good chance to make it two. Good chance to get a brace there. Lovely turn, but then that was a feeble shot. Beating the goalkeeper at that angle. Just look at that lovely skill. To just move the defender the wrong way. He had open space. He had, that space to just bend the ball over the goalkeeper.
Yeah, Festus being the first player to have his name taken there on the foul here.
Yeah, very aggressive there. Very aggressive, quite needless as well. Yatsuin in full control of the ball. Does well to hang on, shield the ball perfectly. But was Festus Nkrumah not allowing him any space at all over him. And I think that was the right call. Could see that attempt there also when it starts there. Very, very lucky he wasn't set up for that.
Here comes Arnault. And a good turn there from Arnault, but again it's going to be prevented from getting into the final third. Again, I thought he had pretty much of a notch on his lips. And that's the round there from Emmanuel Arnault. And again, was stopped there by Hamza Musa.
He had to limited space there. Arnault trying to just squeeze himself into that little space left over the by Issa. So strong. Not allowing him that space as well.
An interesting scenario there for 11 Wonders is that their ratio for goal scoring per match is 0.63, roughly 1 goal every 2 matches.
You talk about factors that has left them, dead in that relegation dogfight or even at the base of the league log. And I think that's one of the main factors. When you're not scoring goals and you're conceding lots of goals, concede 41 and you've not even scored up to 20 goals, after 23 games, it's quite worrying. And for Wonders here, you could count about, a million reasons why they find themselves there. But evidently on the pitch, you need to be scoring. When you have quality, you should be scoring. Some of the fans also got really upset when the team decided to sell their best player in the first round, Frank Aware, during the January transfer window, and it's not really sat well with them since moving him out.
Here's Mashoud. Wonders really highest defeat was a 4-1 loss to Hearts of Lions and a triumph to Visa back in the MTN FA Cup as well. Now they have yet another corner kick to deal with it.
That was a good decision there, by Ifa to hit that one into that danger zone, but good defending as well to clear that one.
Here comes Brandon Echisapon's ball to the box now. It's a lot of work there in the final third. But again, possession back to Sampson. And Razak is gone to ground there. But again, the referee just looking on and asking players to just continue play. Here comes 11 Wonders. Still charging forward, looking for space there. And yet again, slowing that play. And much of a disappointment there for First Lesson Nkrumah. He felt that it was really in a very advantageous area to get the ball there, but again, a very sloppy, sluggish play. Now they have to recycle. Just when the champions ball into the box, has been repelled there by Razak Simpson. Back to Hakim Miller. There's a return of the ball there, Hakim Miller. Also spreading it down to the right hand side and trying to make sure that at least you have the likes of Farouk coming in. Again, Razak Simpson being the towering defender at the back there. The referee just seeing that offside position against Asamoah.
Well, he would protest because he wasn't interfering with play at that point, and that's where the protest, it's coming from. Somewhat from the little bit flag, but the transition by Wonders, has been questionable this afternoon, how they love to transition the ball. We've seen them pass, string the passes decently. We need to transition quicker.
I tell you what, that's a number of corner kicks being given out there by 11 Wonders in the second half. Really shocking indeed.
Yeah, and for Nations, they've been at the receiving end, but you ask the question, what have they done with the corners they get in? And it's been quite a number of corners for them from the first half, but nothing meaningful. Maybe the routine, the set-piece routine is not really helping, because whenever they take it, it's so easy. It's either to the far post where there's no one, or it's so easy for the defenders of Wonders to deal with it.
Corner kick here, been taken to the near post, has been repelled there by Wonders. And here comes Anjo Awola, just been brought down.
And again, you talk about how they want to transition that ball, especially when you're down. There should be some urgency in how you want to transition quicker from defense to attack.
And here they go again, 11 Wonders. Now they have a chance. One trying to turn around, squash one, and just side netting it is.
They're quite positive with this one, and it was one thing we've been talking about that has really hampered their game this afternoon. But that's what you want to do, 2-3 passes, even before the opponent settles, before they move back into their shape. You need to destabilize them. And that was a good attacking move, solo move there by Asamoah, who had a shot just come off at the side net.
Those who are talking about the 11 Wonders side and saying that tactically, technically, you probably want to say that they are relegation bound, because no team really survived the Premier League on a single-digit point after 20 matches in the history of the league.
Yeah, and at this point, what could save them possibly? Yeah, mathematically they are in it, like everyone says, but realistically, Graham, I don't think they can make it. I don't think they can survive this, and you feel it. You feel it in the way the players play, in their demeanor. You feel that they know that it's ended for them. There's no way they'll be in the league come next season.
Well, you mentioned how many players Wonders really lost the likes of Ephraim Odro and Osman Zakaria were key members in their qualification. Osman Zakaria giving an assist and scoring the winning penalty in the last play of match against RTU. Now still trying to find spaces here. Gripman here. Switching play. And again, just Mashoud nearly got the opportunity to push the team forward. And Wonders really have had a very difficult moment there, but they are still not giving up. They probably want to get an equalizing goal. And still confirming the number of goals scored. Wonders 0, Nations 1. Well, the very last time Nations got to Srejo, they scored first and had a 90th minute equalizing goal against them as Brandon entry Sapon. Brandon in the ball, squares one in here and cleared by Issa. And again, it's going to be a substitution scenario there for 11 Wonders. And the coach is beginning to respond to the pressure. Starting off really hard to deal with.
Yeah, that was an aggressive one there from Oko Gripman on Ewula. You could see Ewula feeling the impact after that.
They have the likes of Festus and Nkrumah out of the game. One of the things they want to do is make sure that the team is playing the football that they expect. And you probably are looking for Mark Williams Boateng. Was trying to pick up Arnaud. Couldn't quite get to him. And Mashoud here sent in another ball to the far post. Once again, nobody really attacking the ball. And it's going to be an opportunity there for the home side Wonders, and Nkrumah in withdrawn. I'm just looking forward to seeing exactly what will be happening in this game if 11 Wonders are able to get the equalizing goal there. But the substitution made, your take on it?
Yeah, it's an attacking substitution. When you take off Nkrumah, you bring on Emmanuel Boateng with all that experience on the left-hand side. I don't think he'll stick to the left-hand side. He wants to play with some freedom. He would be given the license to roam, but you know, it's a quality he adds to this team. He has been such a pivotal player for them, and having him on the pitch will just give them some boost, you know, morally. But for Nations, if they should allow Wonders to get into this game, that would be a huge blow for them. We've seen them, you know, relinquish leads in games, and especially away from home, and this wouldn't really be good for them. They've been dominant, and it's just unfortunate for them they've not gotten that second goal, which could be a cushion to allow Wonders to come into the game. I think that would be a huge blow.
It's free kick advantage now to Wonders. Ball sent in, again repelled by Nations FC with a long strike and goes away. Well, again, it's been a very, very quiet second half. Both teams started very aggressively. We expect to see some of the players showing signs that they really will come into the game, but it will be a very good call there for Nations, at least if you're able to get a 3 point.
Yeah, massive. You know, they break that jinx of not winning in game away from home this season. You know, the stress, everything that goes into preparing for an away game, not winning a single one. No, not really good for them.
Here comes the opportunity for Suleiman Sohini. Gets the ball into the box now. It's going to be the second, but the flag had already gone up. I thought he scored a brace.
Yeah, his movement actually caught him there, flat-footed, waiting for that ball Just didn't care where he was at that point, right behind the last defender. Yeah, that was just so right. No, he was the last man, about half a yard offside there.
Well, again, this Nations FC are still probing, and at least they are looking to get the second goal here. The PS11 Wonders have recoiled and are not being aggressive as they try to be. That was a lovely piece of work now as the player wiggles his way into the box. Now it's going to be Brandon. Scoring now with a shot there. Good work by Frederick Zoli. And again, you expect to see Nations FC really coming very much harder here. That's when a champion, bit much a disappointment there for him, because you expect to see a lot of work there from his teammates.
Yeah, they have to. They have to. They are turning the heat now. They are doubling up. They are committing more men forward. And that earlier move was just, a great move, promising move there. And Zoli doing all the hard work before teeing up his teammate Brandon Enchi. And then that shot was blocked. And for Nations, they are really moving the ball so well, so quick, that they are making good use of the half spaces being left by Wonders.
I tell you what, there's a win here for Nations FC. Moves them up to 8th position for 24 games played. They've actually had 7 drawn games in the Premier League and have also lost 9. And they've won 8 games there for Nations. But that's an interesting statistical move there for Nations FC.
Yeah, it is. But you'd be thinking there's a side that came close to winning the league last season, just 6 points. They lost the league by just 6 points to eventual winners, BBA Gold Stars, and the standards have dropped. But expectations quite high as well going into each and every game. Yeah, that was cynical, quite cynical there. Should be careful.
Yeah, the yellow card here going out to Sohini Sulemana. Well, again, there's a foul here, and yet again, that's a yellow card. But again, the yellow card really going down to Suleiman. I'm not too sure what it was there, but it's the descent, and it's got to be substituted already.
He has to. Frimpong Manso not taking any chances at all. Sohini Sulemana, he's been decent pretty much in midfield this afternoon. No, but it was for that earlier tackle earlier on. I don't think it's Suhini who gets substituted though.
Yeah, I mean, he just walks off the pitch there, and Ampofo is being given the opportunity to come in here.
Oh, it's Suhini actually.
Sohini
he was having a
yellow card there, but again, you talk about the decision by the referee. I'm sure he might have said something to him. It was booked for dissent, because the infringement was taken on the other side, though. But the yellow card was given just right in front of the referee, so he was shown a yellow card.
Yeah, Mashoud, the culprit, he was lucky to escape, that booking by the referee. But Suhini, like you rightly said, I think it was for dissent, because it was Mashoud Abdullah who, went lunge into that tackle on Asamoah.
Desmond, a champion there, just standing right behind the ball here. Opportunity now for Wonders to advertise something into the box there, but Sadon will have to pick it up here for Nations FC. Another best serve kicks there from 11 Wonders, playing to the tactical strength of Nations FC. Yet again, a very poor ball on the left foot into the box.
And that free kick from Desmond Champon, aiming at no one in particular.
Just 31 points there for Nations FC in the Premier League. And again, the expectation of the fans of Nations back in Kumasi was that the team was going to really perform wonders, and magically they haven't really been able to do so.
There was a slip there, quite unfortunate. Couldn't get full grasp of that ball. I think he should be fine now, Benjamin Tete. Oh, sometimes you feel he's been isolated on the right-hand side of attack, but I think as and when he's been played in, you feel his presence as well. In the first half, we saw that bullet of a strike from him that had to be dealt with by Osman Sanon.
Here comes opportunity now for the team here. Nations will have to defend the set piece. It's going to have Living Wonders Desmond and Farouk just behind the ball here as they try to get something and get the equalizing goal at least to keep them going into the game. And ball pushed in is going to be Desmond Champon. Very, very poor play there from 11 Wonders.
You don't score when you take such awful, dead balls. You just don't score. I don't see how you could even, cause any havoc with that. You could see, the intentions were so clear. It was Farouk, exchanging that 1-2 quickly with Desmond Champon, but I think execution again with so many question marks around it.
Good play there from Akim Miller. Confirmation of the scoreline here. Still 1-0 in favor of the visitors. Ball sent back to Sanon to restart play. Mac Williams. Good play there from the right full-back position. And Zoli get back to Razak Simpson. And it's going to be the Nations FC keeping the ball. But again, it's going to be Musa winning it there for Nation. 11 Wonders. Once again, another ball into the half there of Isa. Here comes Isa. And again, very poor play once again for 11 Wonders. Not able to show the balls the way the fans expect them to. And haven't really been able to get themselves away from the relegation zone. And so they sit bottom with 9 points out of 24 league games.
Yeah, I think football is an easy game where you make the easy decisions, but not when you try to complicate it. And that's been a problem as well, for Wonders. In midfield, it's been a bit stagnant, though. But the quality there, talk about motivation, attitude.
Well, the referee just seen yet another free kick just in front of the 18-yard box against Aiden Kofi Asamoah. That was a very late tackle from Nations FC.
Yeah, he's been unplayable this afternoon. Yeah, he's not scored, but he does so well with a link-up play. He's dropped deep. Asamoah, we've seen him make all those runs, dragging defenders out of position, and they've struggled all the afternoon to deal with the space as well. Quite diminutive, but he's very pacey as well. And you talk about the fouls. Wonders, have won all afternoon, and he's won close to half of these fouls with his movement and pace.
There comes Farouk with a strike. What a save there from Sanon. Good play, good save.
And when you have a teammate applaud, you feel, that was a top-notch save there. But in the execution there, just look at the technique to bend that one over the wall. Aiming for the right-hand corner. He does so well. The swerve on it, kept on bending. Sanon just stood his grounds and had to make that save.
And twice ball hit from long range, being parried away there by Sanon. 11 Wonders have really come close to getting an equalizing goal. Yet another rebound. And a very poor play there from Mohamed Isa.
Yeah, left alone to deal with the pieces, and rightly so that ball fell to him. But I was trying to hit that ball from a distance. You'd need some level of accuracy and technique to hit that. Isa lacking it a bit, but I think it gives them some respite to regroup and then also try to break again.
Here into the last 20 minutes of the game here at the Sergio Stadium. Wonders 0, Nations 1. Goal scored by Joseph Efa in the 4th minute. That's the only thing separating the two sides, but Nations FC really struggling to get the equalizing goal here. But so far, 20 minutes to go. Your take on the game? Sir.
Yeah, it's been cagey. It's been cagey. For Wonders, it's not been bad. We've seen their standards. We've seen their performances so far after 23 games. And, for a side that has won just twice all season, you talk about this performance, barring conceding that early goal, I think it's been pretty much, a substandard performance. But that's what you attribute them with. But for Nations, there's an opportunity for them to just break that jinx. You just don't move from being the best performing away side to one of the worst in the space of a season. And for them, this could really mean a lot to them if they could walk back to a Brancasse with a maximum point. It would be huge towards their Premier League, survival chances. Getting that foul again, this time on just Mark Williams. He's been quiet. He's been very, very quiet, but defensively, he's given them so much in defense. He's combined so well as well with Brandon up front.
A good chance now for Nations again to get the second, and 11 Wonders. I'm not too sure how the defending really have been. They have been giving the balls away and conceding a lot of corner kicks in the game.
Yeah, you'd credit Nations FC for being a bit charitable, not punishing them for all the balls they've given away in dangerous areas, and also talking about all the fouls they've given. I think in that department they've really lacked a lot this evening. 11 Wonders, but Nations are not ruthless as well. They are not the most ruthless side we've seen in the league, not scoring too many goals away from home as well, and they've really squandered lots of chances.
Substitution there, Desmond Tete and Desmond Achampong all out for Felix Akolo and Matthew Amponsah. The two Desmonds have been withdrawn from the game. Again, it's going to be how the two players are able to bring in a little bit of energy into the game, with Nations FC still charging and looking for space to shoot their ball, dinked over player Brandon and Sapong. Again, you asking a lot of questions about whether Nations FC really want to survive the Premier League, or they probably want a bit adjust to the Premier League.
It's about survival. If you're trying to win the league one season, it's quite bizarre to see that same side struggling.
Goalkeeper also gives the ball away. Well, there's going to be tales of dramatic scenarios there in the game. Nations losing opportunities to get the goals there, and 11 Wonders also gifting them the balls there to at least come in attacking number 4 here. Felix Akolo really coming to perform his defensive duties in the game. And Frimpong Master trying to make sure the players are playing their part and sure that they win their matches as well. A shoot. Not the best of clearance yet. And still going to be 11 Wonders struggling to get themselves away from the defensive area.
Yeah, sloppy defending as always, 11 Wonders. You talk about how charitable Nations have been as well. We've spoken about the fact that they've not been so ruthless that if you don't get the ball cleared from that dangerous area, you definitely could get punished for it.
Picking signals that Nations might also want to make a substitution. And again, it's the last 15 minutes of the game here at the Stradro Stadium, and 2 changes being made with the introduction of Ayete Ayikwe and The likes of Martin Akogo being given a chance to play a part there for Nations FC as they get another corner kick.
Yeah, good move there, Abdullah Mashoud. He loves racing down the right-hand side. Quite unstoppable sometimes when he's on his bike. And he's won quite a number of corners for Nations FC this afternoon, with those runs.
And again, you're just withdrawing Brandon and Chisapong. And, the likes of... and also having Abdullah Mashoud also being withdrawn in the game as well. He's played his part there. He's been pretty much busy this afternoon in the game there, hasn't he?
He has. He's thrown everything. Done so well. Covered so much distance and ground in this game. They've struggled to deal with the space. And it was that last run from him that actually won them the corner kick they are about to effect.
And again, you have Brandon entry out, Abdullah Mashoud out, and Martin Akogo, and you also have the likes of Yute Ayukwe being given a chance to come in here. Corner kick taken, beautifully done. Akogo here for Living Wonders. Still, it's 1-0 there for Nations FC.
I was expecting that foul, Felix. He was expecting it. None given. You had two Nations FC, tailing him down to the corner flag.
Here comes Sampofu. He's well straight to the waiting arms of goalkeeper Hardy. And the recovery there for 11 Wonders pretty sloppy. The balls are sent into the opposition half. They are not advancing in numbers to let's put some breaks there on the defensive line of Nations. As Mohamed Issa is being pushed down. And Shari, pretty much one of the most exciting players in midfield there for Living Wonders, and Ikwe is a corporate here, but nudging the player from behind.
Quite unassuming. Issa, he loves to drive the ball forward, but sometimes due to lack of support, he ends up being frustrated, and that's what he's showing now. Especially when you want to drive forward, you expect runs to be made. At least it gives you options, to pick up someone on the run, but we've not really seen that a number of times from Wonders, and that's where sometimes these midfielders get frustrated a bit. They have the quality if they want to string the passes, but in the second half, I've not seen them do that. They've rather resorted to the long balls from deep.
Here comes Ayukwe. And Hardy has been allowed to collect this ball as we approach the last 10 minutes of the game here at the Stradio Stadium. Wonders conceding as early as the 4th minute, and again, to give the ball away. They've been gifting Nations FC lots of the cherries on a single place there, well decorated for them.
And that's what you ask, how clinical Nations FC have been this afternoon. They've not really been clinical. They've ended up, receiving so many balls in the attacking third, some due to sloppy passing or even on forced errors by Wonders, but there's nothing really, made of it. And that's why the score still remains 1-0. It's a game where you think it could have been 3 or even 4 for Nations FC if they had been a bit more clinical.
Ayukwe. Mark Williams Boateng. And here comes Martin Akogo. Back to Mark Williams Boateng and retires the ball into the box. And now the header comes out here from Ifat, similar to what he did score in the first half. But this time, not lucky.
Yeah, similar move. Again, it was a glancing header. It was a movement of Ifat. Again, eluding the defender, not seeing him, coming from the blind side of that defender. Again, and that was Miller.
Ayukwe in the box now, and they're just blasting the ball wide. The substitutes again. 42% possession there for Wonders and 58 for Nations. Again, leading possession there, Nations FC, and they have a goal to show for it.
They are, but I don't think that the scoreline is a real, reflection of what we've seen this afternoon. Quite a number of chances falling Nations FC way. But again, it's all about decision making in the attacking third.
Tell you what, you take a look at the teams at the relegation zone. Young Apostles, Hull United, Levy Wonders, are they new entrants in the Premier League? And there you have another opportunity for Nations FC to get the second goal.
They keep fluffing the chances, and at this point, if you're from Portman, you're hoping that you just don't give one chance away for Wonders to come back into the game. That was another lovely turn, hitting that one on the swivel. It's a good turn there. Had to show a bit of strength there. If just look at that narrowed angle, but again, not precise to hit the back of the net.
Zone proposed ball, the body of a Nations FC player. Well, talking about the relegation zone teams, Young Apostles 16th, Hull United surprisingly 17th, and 11 Wonders. Is there any respite there for Brecum Chelsea, who sit 15th and 14th Stray All Blacks?
They should, especially when they are playing at home, in front of the home crowd this weekend. And it's all about the points you pick up. A point away from home, 3 points at home. It builds the momentum and it gives you, some breathing space. Because it's always, suffocating down there, especially going into a game knowing that the moment you drop points, then you could fall further below. It becomes a problem for most of these teams, and it takes so much experience and courage, to just, wriggle your way out of trouble at that point. I talk about a new entrant, and it's really a problem for them.
Wonderful. Well, a big surprise there for Hull United is the team, the very first time they have a Premier League side, and now they sit 17th, just relegation bound. Well, the best of news there for the young community. At least to have a football team in the Premier League. That's how young they are. In the Premier League, this is the first time they have a team, and now it doesn't really look good for them, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't. And they wouldn't want to lose that Premier League status by next season. It's all about what football does to the community. It's all about what the Ghana Premier League brings, to the community. It's always exciting whenever they play at home. The fans ride behind them. This time a somewhat caught again, sandwiched between two players. Mark Williams, one of them. And you talk about his foul winning ability, and it's really been impressive this afternoon. Anytime he's on the move, he's certain to win a foul.
Well, they have a free kick. 11 Wonders once again. They have another opportunity. Well, they talk about the fact that the very last time Nations FC got to the Sergio Stadium, they scored early, and they got a 90th minute equalizer against the home side, Sergio Blacks. And now they have things to deal with it. And Sanon really making sure he organizes well, pretty well. A very low ball taken there by Farouk. But I just want to tell you something there, Josiah. So it's a point build-up between Dreams FC's 27 points, All Blacks 27 points, Brecum Chelsea 27 points, Young Apostles 26 points, Hull United 24. Anything really can happen here?
It's tighter than you're thinking, Graham. It's so tight that you just need to take advantage of wherever you're playing, especially if you're playing at home, and that's how you calculate the point build up. Especially when you play at home, you know that you need to pick up all 3 points.
Well, there's got an opportunity, and Nations FC nearly got the equalizing goal there, but they still have a chance of possession back in. Sanon point the ball back. Well, the call for a penalty. Referee looks on, hasn't said anything. It is Farouk trying to get the team back into the game, but that was very close there for Nations FC to have gotten 11 Wonders to have had the equalizing goal there, but they have the opportunity to go forward. Once again, ball sent to the left-hand side. Akogo can't just pick it up.
Yeah, it was just one move by the experienced Emmanuel Boateng, drifting to the left-hand side, one deadly cross into the box, but that was that penalty call again, and we have the benefit of the replay there to see if that arm was in the natural position or not, but you can see Awula still protesting to the referee, thinking that should have been a penalty. We spoke about a moment in the game, just one good moment, one quality moment can change everything, and that nearly happened there. But where's the call? Yeah, comes off the arm of Nzonle. Should be very fortunate the referee didn't point to the spot.
Nearly never kills a bird, but they were nearly there. 11 Wonders. Confirmation of the scoreline here still remains 1-0 for Nations FC as we approach the end of the game. Tell you what, this will be the 6th defeat there for 11 Wonders in the Premier League, confirming their status as a team relegation bound. And they're still on advantage there with the introduction of the likes of Matthew Amponsah, who is really tormenting Nations FC now. He's combining effectively. And the likes of Farouk and Emmanuel Boateng as well.
He's added some bite up front for them. He's also making good use of the spaces left for him to operate. He loves to always be on the run. He loves to take on defenders.
Still have another opportunity to go forward there, Farouk. And Farouk advertised another low ball. Just goes wide.
Yeah, we saw a spectacular hit from him. In the second half, he had to force a full stretch save from Sanon. But the subsequent deliveries, from dead ball situations for Farouk hasn't really been that impressive. It's been far too easy for Sanon to deal with these balls now.
Still trying to go in there. Simpson just got the ball away. Very interesting play there from these two teams.
Yeah, and it's Farouk there on the turf. And, despite the fact that he started at the right back position for Wonders, he's enjoyed, just storming forward each and every time they are in attack.
Trying to make a substitution. Ahmed Issa out for Alberto Fori. And into the 90th minute. And the situation here means that you're going to have Wonders. We have 4 minutes of added time. Again, trying to see how best they'll be able to come in here. Again, it's going to be Nations FC with Emmanuel Arnaud charging here. Emmanuel Arnaud again, he's been picked up. And Hardy. I do have a concern. The referee's been booed there by the fans, just expressing their disappointment and frustration. Just trying to go in here just in the other time. Well, they're still looking forward to getting something done. Here comes another opportunity there for Ifat to see if he can get a goal. Again, it's just trying to make sure that there's a lot of talk there from the Wonders officials, the match officials, and the card will have to come out here. And there will be a lot of a talking point here about the decision there with match officials, and of course the cards coming out. So the fans expressing their frustration. And there they go again. Nations. And Arnaud wasn't put through. Goalkeeper is off his line. A second goal on the way there for Nations. A second goal is coming. Emmanuel Arnaud finally registered a second goal for Nations FC. Cementing the win and cementing their place. Perhaps positioning on the Premier League log from 12 to 8. And again, clearly sending the signals there to Wonders. Their time on the journey for the Premier League season is almost over, and that is how he damaged the goalkeeper and found his way to get the ball planted on the back of the net there. And the 2-0 scoreline clearly is written there for Nations FC. Well, a lot of drama happening on the bench there between Wonders officials and the match officials, and capitalizing on that momentum, or perhaps a moment of loss of concentration. And the goal scorer is already out there, and his play is taken by Richard Danso, but he credits his performance at least with a goal here, and that is the story for Nations FC. Lots of debates, performance of the match officials, and talking points about what really transpired on the bench there, and how Wonders did not pay attention to the activities on the pitch there. And clearly they have to find a way to deal with the scenario. Another ball into the box, and nearly got a third goal. Oh, they really having a Yikwe. An indication that something would have to happen here. So the scoreline has been confirmed. 4 minutes, they scored a goal there from Joseph Ifat, and now Emmanuel Arnaud sealing the points for Nations. Again, we'll be asking what really is happening to Wonders, whether the journey in the Premier League really has been toppled, and there's nothing that can be done to keep them afloat. For Nations, they're excited. At least they would have been 8th on the Premier League log. Wonders continue in their current scenario there. They lost 2-0 away to Karela, and now they are trailing by 2-0 against Nations FC. And so their 6th game in a row, they have failed to register a goal in their last 6 matches in the Premier League. Wonders 9 points so far in 24 games, and that means that they are relegated in the Premier League, at least for now. And so you're looking forward to seeing what really happens to Nations FC. Now they move up to 8th position from 12, and that will be a very good sign there for the side in the Premier League. Nations at 31 points now, and they have won 8 games so far. They have drawn 7 and lost 9. 2 goals here. It means that Hamza Musa will be the man of the match there. Wonders player, very disappointed. The story is not changing anytime soon. 9 points out of 24 games. Not the best of performance from the Premier League entrance there. But it finished here at the Stadio Stadium. Wonders 0, Nations 2.
Friday kickoff game ends here at the Stadio Stadium, and it's the away side Nations FC that have managed to pick up their very first away win of the season. It took them until match week 24 to do that. Goes from Joseph Ifa and then also Emmanuel Ano, propelling them to a convincing 2-0 win at the expense of 11 Wonders. I've been joined here at pitchside by the head coach of Nations FC in the person of Frimpong Manso. Coach, congratulations. Yeah. How do you feel now after picking up your very first away win of the season?
No, it's very important. Since the start of the league, we haven't won away. This happens to be our first away game, and looking at the timing, I think it's very important, and we are happy for that.
You were the best, or one of the best performing away teams last season. What accounted for the drop in quality, and how do you see this win to lift you, trying to drift away from relegation?
No, if you look at the way we started, you could see along the line we lost so many players, so we need to build, especially the midfield, a new midfield, and also there were new players also coming in. So yes, it has taken us some time, but I think now we are getting to get things in order.
There were quite a number of issues, with regards to your preparation for this game. Limited, time to even prepare and warm up. But what do you make of the first half of this game and how you were able to slot in and adjust to the conditions?
No, it was. I don't know. We told them to take their time because we did not get time to warm up. If you don't take time, you might get injuries. So yes, you could see the first 15-20 minutes. We were lucky at that time to get a goal, so that gave us some comfort to build on that. So yes, it was very good to get to be able to when we got the first goal. Yeah, because we had our car broke down. And you saw the time we came in here. Yeah. It was warm up was over, so we have to come in just like that. So the boys, you could see fatigue set in almost. So for me, I think it was a good result.
But talk to me about one of your best performing players today, Emmanuel Arnault. He was on 7 goals in the reverse fixture. He scored 3 times a hat-trick. He went home with a match ball. Today he scored again. How crucial is that goal after ending that drought of close to 5 games?
You could see we were leaning on a single goal, and a single goal, if you are not lucky, it can you might even make a mistake, and then just like our last home game, we were leading 1-0, and then we conceded one. So the second goal made us very comfortable, but then we knew we had won the game.
Thank you very much for your time.
Yeah,
and wishing you a safe trip back to Abrankese. So that's the head coach of our Nations FC, Frimpong Manso. He is just, okay with the performance they put up today to pick up their very first away win of the season. 2-0 Nations FC won in this particular game at the Stradro Stadium. It was Joseph Ifa who scored in the 4th minute, and then also right before full time, it was Emmanuel Arnault with his 8th goal of the season. His 8th goal of the season. And 4 of the 8 goals he scored this season have come against 11 Wonders. And now joining me is the head coach of the losing team today, 11 Wonders, Emmanuel Adu. Coach, how frustrating is it for you? 18 defeats so far this season. And what do you make of this particular one?
It has always been like that sometimes, You saw the game yourself. Sometimes the frustration from different direction. I don't want to mention. I don't want to, be a victim of. You understand me? It's just unbearable. You see, you do over whatever you have to do, and then the results will come from somewhere. I don't know. You saw the game, right?
Yeah.
Am I making sense?
yes,
okay,
but that's your salvation.
Okay. But you see, it's just unfortunate. But we're not going to give up. Like I told you from the beginning, it's a competition that we are in, and we will need to be a competitor to the end of it. So we're not giving up.
You spoke about the fact that motivation is not there. It's really affecting the performance of these players. But you look at the game you played, conceding very, very early into the game. You think that destabilized you a bit?
I did not say motivation from our end. You saw the grounds weren't conducive for us to win the game because some people, keep on pulling the strings. You saw it. Except that you don't want to understand or you don't want to accept what I'm saying.
Should you have won a penalty?
Okay, now you are telling me, isn't it?
I'm asking, should you have won a penalty?
Yes, of course.
You think you should?
Yeah, we should. Yeah. But he knows better, so we just give him the benefit of the doubt,
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, and commiserations. That's the head coach of 11 Wonders, Emmanuel Adu. His side lost today, 2-0 to Nations FC, and it doesn't really look good for them because after 24 games, they've lost so many games now. This is actually the 18th time, or 19th time actually, they are losing in the league, which is more than any other side. I'm now here with the man of the match. Man of the match. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
But who game the saying?
Game is a hard name. Game near preparances and eba. Preparances and eba. The coach Chelsea and no one, but unfortunately, no one uncle Yamai.
Now, then a ham will give me then a ham will game because me home preparations no warm up BBR spot on. Then a ham.
Near marketing Kitibi, Anna Muslim photos so near fasting. I fasting so now fasting so say no the ultimate opponent in your pay so the minimum side need by fasting so my fasting is also count.
Now Oshe baby amodea ugidi says say you relegate mu na say mbekọ so akon wini.
Oh yeah, me engine decide game ne dey nyanwie dey intimate decide.
Say then as a player and the watch man of the match performance you good then I'll share say when ye I bet me about team amun call relegation.
The yan say be focus na the coach be ka no ya tie eno ano tie ba match bia make sure say you ba be 3 points and you say you ba be lose.
Okay, Medasi, congratulations once again.
Thank you.
With me, Ajay, man of the match. So that's the man of the match in this game. He plays for 11 Wonders. Unfortunately, they lost, but then he played his heart out and he managed to be adjudged the man of the match. It's still the post-match analysis here in the Friday kickoff game. 11 Wonders, they've lost to Nations FC. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more. Welcome back. It's still live. We are still live here on TV3 as well as on Nia TV. Friday kickoff game ending in favor of the away side. Nations FC grabbing a vital away win here. 2-0. It ended in favor of the Abrankesi-based side. And Frimpong Manso quite elated with the performance, and he believes that after grabbing this vital away win, they would continue putting up impressive performances. My name is Josiah Okokwe. I'm still here with Nana Andy Sinase. Nana, it was a very, very cagey game. You know, when they started, you could still feel the tempo was a bit low. You know, later on, we felt the tempo rising. But you think this was the best possible result from such a game?
I think we said it earlier on, because I told you that the way nations had problem on the way, we should pray that it shouldn't eat into them in the second half. And you could see that from the way the game started in the second half. They were found wanting because Wonders were pushing till the second goal came before nations recovered. And the way we saw the game from the first half, I think what can come can come. It has happened, and there's nothing we can do about it.
But at this point, from the Wonders' point of view, have they been condemned to relegation? You think this is the win that actually condemns their fate, and there's no Premier League football for them next season?
They have long been condemned. Not this game. They have long been condemned, because you are playing in a game and it's 23 games down the line, and you have, I think, 9 points. I mean, you are condemned. You don't need to be told that you are condemned. They are goners.
They are goners. But let's talk about the other side. Vital away win. We've spoken about the fact that they've gone the entire season without winning a single away game. Now you come here under all this extreme circumstances and you grab this away win. How crucial would this be to their Premier League survival chances?
When you look at how do we call nations, they started the game. When we were talking about it, we said they have not won an away game. They have not been good travelers. And seriously, today the game one will bring Frimpong Manson out of whatever he thinks he is doing, because I had a word with him just after the game, and he was telling me he's very happy with the results, because the things that happened to them before getting to this place, he's happy they've won the game.
But you talk again about Frimpong Manson. How crucial will it be for a coach like that? Last season he was in BBA, celebrating a league victory. Now he's here, things are not going so well. But at this point, you think, he has that belief that if it should continue this way, then he could also repeat or replicate what he did with the Gold Stars.
He can repeat, but not with this team. And now, for this season, he will only fight for survival. If he survives, then next season he will look into things, and maybe he will bring some fresh players on board, and it will change the fortunes of the team. But for them coming to grab the leg like he did in BBN, for that one, no, I don't think it can happen.
With Emmanuel Adu, we saw the tantrum. We saw the complaints and all the criticisms that came his way. But you think his team deserved something from this game? Look at how they played and all the complaints and the protests about the penalty not given to them.
The man in the middle has his eyes the different way he saw it and the different way we also saw it, because we were all shouting penalty and he didn't take it. So for that one, you are a coach, you can complain, but you are down. And when you are down, there's nothing you can do, because when you are climbing a tree and somebody is down with you, what you do is you tap him for not overpass you. So that is what is happening to their team now.
Emmanuel Ano scored again for the 8th time this season. He has scored a goal, and you look at a player. We spoke about him prior to the commencement of the game. His injuries, the setback and all that. How crucial is that for a striker of his caliber?
Yeah, this will help him to get maybe some more goals before the end of the season, because he was injured. He went back and now he's back on the field. After the game, I called him and he was saying, "Coach, I'm still out near you." And I said, "You have scored a goal, so keep on fighting. Don't let the fire go down. Let the fire keep on burning." So I think he's doing well, and maybe at the end of the season he can go with maybe a double digit, and that
he's not too behind the league's top scorer now in Atakumi. How crucial, how cagey would that be between the two? Because we've seen him whenever he's in his element, he loves to score. Atakumi loves to score for Gold Stars. Are we in for a run?
The two of them can do something, but normally what is happening is our goals are not coming like it uses to come, because we are in the 23rd week, right? And they have scored we are talking about 8 and I think 9 or 10. I mean, they have to improve upon the goal scoring.
All right. Thank you very much, Nana Andy Sinnerson. And that's where I will wrap up with today's presentation live from the Swedro Stadium. It was the first game of match day 24 here, where 11 Wonders they lost for the 19th time this season to Nations FC. Nations FC picking up their very first win away from home this season in the Ghana Premier League. Thanks so much to you, Nana Andy Sinnerson, for your time here today at Pitchside, and to you too who made time to watch this presentation on TV3 as well as on Yat TV. My name is Jose Kukui, and from everyone here, we say goodbye. Sunday is Kotoko taking on Vision FC.
In the heart of Ghana, a nation rich with natural resources and vibrant culture, lies the Ghana National Petroleum Corporation, a beacon of excellence in the energy sector. For over 40 years since its creation,